Oh yeah. What it look like? What it look like? It's yours truly, Dex the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com. This is an incredible day. The markets are up. Bitcoin is trading at 40,000. What a time we're living in. Had to smack myself out of it and smack myself back to reality. That is not true. Bitcoin is almost down 2,000 right now as we speak. All right. This is blood in the streets, folks. This is what trading is all about. This is why we love them markets. This is why we trade them markets. Because of the volatility, because there's the potential for absolute financial ruin. But there's also an opportunity for financial riches beyond your imagination. If you know the game, if you play by the rules, if you respect the market, if, like mama used to say, if was a fifth, we all be drunk. So, speaking of alcohol, if you are thirsty, if you are parched financially, run on over to PulseWaveTrading.com and get yourself a 6-pack. Handle your business. Get one for a friend too. Don't be dying of thirst. All right, come on, break bread with us. $69 a month. We're running a special offer. Coupons are available on the website. You're missing out, man. Stop missing out. All right. I don't know if I did this. Did I update? Did I do the position update? I was right in the middle of it and got whatever. All right, so let me do that now. I decided to cancel some stuff, so all other orders. All right, I canceled all the other orders, so okay, I just updated it. Right now, I'm just holding 2 positions, one of which I'm going to get stopped out at and probably take a loss this morning. All right, so I am long the DXD and loving life right now. But the TBT, I'm probably going to get stopped out on that one as the bond decline did not continue. So that one's, gonna stop me out probably. I said probably, yeah, more than likely I'm gonna get stopped out on that. But it doesn't matter because I am going to more than make up for it on my short Dow positions. See, that's how you do it. That's what trading is, You cut the losers and you let the gainers keep gaining. That's how we roll, folks. All right. Here's another thing right here. We got to get into some stuff. Let's look at these markets real quick so that we can move on because there's a lot to get into this morning. My peeps, my peoples over at the trading room sent me some more stuff. So we're going to look into that also. All right. It's probably not a bad idea, those of you who have been missing out on these markets, if you take a look at SWAN, HDGE, and SJB. All right, I'm throwing you a bone. I'm just saying, take a looky look. All right, and if you're in the trading room and you've been on the sidelines, what are you doing with your life? I will repeat it again. SWAN, ticker is SWAN, HDGE, and SJB. 3 for you to look at. Very low volatility and should put a few coins in your pocket as the carnage on Wall Street continues. All right, so with that being said, let's go ahead and look at these overnight markets. So right now, we got the Dow futures, the NASDAQ 100, the E-mini S&P 500, and the Russell futures all lock limit down. They have been lock limit down for a minute. It's looking like there's going to be absolute carnage once they come off of a lock limit, and we could be looking at a very, very, very bloody market. I did tell you guys about the probability of a new leg down, which will be several thousand points for the Dow, a couple of thousand points for the S&P 500, a couple of thousand points for the NASDAQ, and a few hundred points for the Russell. Yeah, it's getting nasty out there. It's getting nasty. And oil is back down too. So let's get into it. All right. So right now the Dow and the S&P, NASDAQ, Russell, they're all lock limit down. The Dow is lock limit down 1,231 points. Last trade was 22,344. NASDAQ 100 is lock limit down negative 402 points at 7,601.5. S&P 500 lock limit down 139.25 points at 2601 even. Russell lock limit down at 65 points, and the price is 1197.7. It should be noted that 65 points. Does anyone know what that number represents? Anybody? Come on, drum roll, please. 65 points used to be the old school Globex lock limit move back in the 90s. Yep, 65 points, man, for the NASDAQ and for the S&P 500. And for the Dow, if my memory serves me correct, it was like 300 points. Yep, that's the old school circuit breakers. All right, your Bitcoin right now. That's all I can say. I told you. I warned you of 6,000. I tried to tell you, but you wouldn't listen to me. We're down 2,000 points. Last trade on the futures composite is 5,930, 5,930 after falling as low as 5,730 in the overnight, and the high was 8,000. What did I tell you? Ignore the rally and crash alerts of the PulseWave system to your own peril. Nat gas right now is down a nickel. We're at $1.82. Crude oil down $2.25 at $30.72 a barrel. The bonds are rallied up on me. They're up 2 and 22 20-seconds, trading at 183.07. Darn you, bonds. I thought it was going to keep falling. I was wrong. Okay, fine. I got stopped out. I'm going to get stopped out. Who cares? But then again, you never know. Once the market comes off the circuit breaker at 9:30, who knows? We'll see. If I'm stopped out, I'm stopped out. But if not, who cares? All right. Gold right now is getting mollywopped. Gold is down $30.80 at $1,611.70 an ounce after bouncing off the overnight low of $1,605.90 an ounce. Ouch. Silver taking a bludgeoning. Stop the fight. Throw in the white towel. Silver's down 66 cents at $16.11 after dropping into the $15 handle. That's right, folks. We hit $15.97 in silver. What did I tell you? I don't like reporting bad news, but I gotta get to you. U.S. dollar index right now is up 34 handles at 96.84. Euro yen is down 82 pips at 116.95. Euro is down 38 pips at 112.46. Pound sterling down 157 pips, trading at 126.85. And the Aussie, oh no, say it ain't so, down 136 pips at 63.61. Couldn't hold that 65 handle. Ouch. Let's get into the food. Oh my, what are you trying to say? People don't want to eat anymore? Beans down almost 20. We're at the 853 and 3/4 handles in beans. We're at the 368 1/4 handle in corn. Down 6 1/4. What? What kind of foolishness is happening? What's going on here tonight, people? What's going on? All right, let's look at your safe havens. All right, so wow. Your IYR is looking like it could open down $7. Nvidia looking like it's going to open down more than $20. Clorox looking like it's going to open down $8. Colgate looking like it's going to open down $4. MTA looking like it's going to open down about what? Not quite 50 cents. No, make that 80 cents. Zynga looking like it's going to open down 30 cents. INO looking like it's going to open up $2. APT looking like it's going to open up $4. All right, and your TVIX looking like it's going to, oh, wow. I wish I could have been in this one. Good. Googa-muggly. TVIX looking like it wants to open up $100. Wow. Wow. Good grief. I remember when TVIX was like $1, man. Oh my goodness. What times have changed. Times have changed. This is looking foul up in here, folks. Looking foul. All right, the airline ETF, Jets, ticker JETS, like jets, like a jet plane. That's looking like it's gonna open down $2. So there you have it, folks. That's your overnight markets. Now you want to know, where are the 2-bar Charlie setups? All right, let's see if there are any. Let me make this smaller. That's the only way I can do it. All right, so 2-bar Charlie setups starting with the Dow, negative. NASDAQ is negative. S&P, negative. Russell, negative. Bitcoin, negative. Nat gas. Oh, Nat gas. Ding, ding, ding. Bearish 2-bar Charlie setup on the Nat gas, looking for an all-day down day, looking for the market to close in the red. That's Nat gas, bearish 2-bar Charlie setup. All right, let's see. Crude oil, negative. Bonds, negative. Gold, negative. Silver, negative. Dollar index, negative. All right, the euro, yen, negative. The euro dollar, negative. Pound sterling, negative. Aussie, negative. Beans, almost, but negative. Okay. This is an interesting one. The beans, all right. The bean futures, soybean futures, the ZS, okay. Talking about the ZS, but this is the micro contract for the ZS, which is XK. So Xerox King has a bearish 2-bar Charlie setup, all day down day, looking to close in the red. Going over now to corn. Corn has a bearish 2-bar Charlie setup, looking for an all day down day, looking for the market to settle in the red. Ticker ZK. I'm sorry, ZC. ZC. Those are the electronic ones, not the pit traded. All right, pit traders, they don't like me. I like the electronic though. All right, so that's that. So you got your overnight market fix. I'll keep that there for now. Let's slide on over to our rally and crash alert setups for the day. That should be interesting. Note the notables. I'll start with the crashes. How about that? All right, so we have some secondary crash alerts today. We have the Bitcoin futures. We got the American Water. We got ARCC. We got Clorox, Costco, eBay, Foot Locker, Kraft, the NASDAQ exchange itself, that stock, Riot, Tags, TAGS, which is the agricultural ETF, and then the Canadian dollar, and the USLV. All right, now these are the primary crash alerts. Dun, dun, dun. There are many. The entire U.S. stock indexes, crude oil futures, 3M, Apple, Google, American Airlines, JP Morgan Chase, Amazon, AT&T, Bank of America, Best Buy, Berkshire Hathaway, Bots, Beyond Meat, CarMax, Chesapeake Energy. Oh my goodness, CMG, Copper, ETF, Costco, Digital Cash, DDM, which is the Ultra Dow ETF, Deutsche Bank, um, the ProShares DIG and the DIA, which is the diamonds for the Dow, and for the oil and gas. Emerging markets, EEM, EFA, all dead meat, Equifax, Ford, excuse me, Ford Motor, FAS, which is the 3X financials, Facebook, FedEx, GBTC, which is the ETF Bitcoin equivalent, General Electric, General Motors, GameStop, Hack, which is our Illuminati index, Halliburton, Home Depot, Hertz, Honeywell, IBM, Intel, the IYR real estate joint, Lockheed Martin, Litecoin, Marriott, MasterCard, MaxR, McDonald's, Microsoft, Neo, Netflix, Nike, Northrop Grumman, New Car, Nvidia, Oracle, Overstock.com, Pepsi, Procter and Gamble, PayPal, Qualcomm, Starbucks. I think you get the drift. Pretty much everybody. All right. It's a lot. There are a lot of crash alerts, and this is looking like it's going to be ugly. All right, let's get into the overnight news because this stuff is important. We need to get into it. All right, let's see here. Let's see. All right, I'm going to go here first. Here we go. What time is it? Okay, let's go to this one first. Do the time. All right, one of my people sent me this. CME Group suspends trading in response to coronavirus. All right. With the coronavirus outbreak officially recognized as a global pandemic, crypto-related companies and organizations are changing the way they do business. According to a CNBC report on Wednesday, the Chicago Mercantile Exchange Group, the second firm to launch Bitcoin futures in the United States, will suspend trading in Chicago from March the 13th. CME cited the need for caution over the spread of the coronavirus for the decision. Financial markets across the U.S. have been severely affected by the outbreak, with the Dow Jones Industrial Average down 1,500 points in 24 hours at the time of this writing. Suspended trading precautionary. CME is the world's largest financial derivatives exchange and trades in agricultural products, fiat and cryptocurrencies, interest rates, metals, and stock indexes. The group released a statement citing the precautionary principle. No coronavirus cases have been reported on the trading floor or in the Chicago Board of Trade building. The reopening of the trading floor will be evaluated as more medical guidance on the coronavirus becomes available. To date, the coronavirus outbreak has been responsible for stopping most flights to and from China, closing Italy to the entire world, and earlier today, travel restrictions between Europe and the United States. However, there are no plans yet to close the trading floor of the New York Stock Exchange, despite the 200 plus confirmed cases of the coronavirus in the city. The NASDAQ, also based in New York City, is preparing a backup trading floor and data facility in Philadelphia's Navy Yard Business Center, but remains open for business. Pause for a second. What about their facility located in Montgomery County, Maryland, that my mama used to work at? What about that one? Employees at crypto firms told to work from home, while CME's headquarters in Chicago will remain open with all 450 staff. Some crypto exchanges and companies have been implementing new policies in preparation for the COVID-19 spread. Coinbase, the crypto exchange out of San Francisco, and Masari, a crypto analytics firm in New York City, have both announced employees will work from home until further notice. Blockstack and the Winklevoss twins are also encouraging employees to work remotely. As of today, the United States has 1,322 confirmed cases of people infected with COVID-19, with 38 reported deaths. Wow. All right, let me give you guys some insight on that one because that is very interesting. All right, hold on, wait. Did I miss this? Okay. All right, let me wind things up a little bit for you. Give you some background. Okay. So, as far as the trading floors are concerned, this ain't 1995 or 1998 for that matter, okay? It's really not a big deal. The trading floors have pretty much all gone electronic. All right. Everything that can be traded electronically right now. As far as the CME is concerned, that is the place up there, man. I never had the opportunity to go there personally, but I had peoples and relationships up in there, and they have a really great operation down there, especially in the S&P pit and the Eurodollar pit. The Eurodollar pit, I don't know if things have changed, but that was the largest trading pit in the world. The Eurodollar pit. Um, yeah, man, that was the place up there, man. So hats off to all the people still out there working on the floor or working upstairs over there at One Chicago. Hats off to y'all. Stay safe, all that good stuff. Made some really good friends up there. But yeah, so a lot of operations have moved. They can trade remotely. Everything's remotely for the most part. You still got some old school people down there on the floor, in that S&P pit and the Eurodollar pit. But for the most part, it's all electronic. So that really doesn't make a real big issue. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what they're saying, but it's not a big deal. Even the New York Stock Exchange, they have not even half of the people on the floor they used to have, just even 10 years ago. Back during the financial crisis, man, they had a lot of people on that floor. All right, so with that being said, let's move on to the next thing. All right, here's some more important data that you need to know about. Okay, Google is recommending all employees in Europe, the Middle East, and Africa to work from home because of the coronavirus. This is an expansion of Google's policy for its employees in North America who have been given the same advice. Apple is telling retail workers not to encourage customers to try on the Apple Watch or AirPods in a precaution against spreading the coronavirus. While Apple hasn't eliminated try-ons, employees are being told not to offer it proactively and to only allow try-ons at the customer's request. E3, one of the world's biggest gaming events, has been canceled over coronavirus. Yep, that and along with the NBA, canceled the season, folks. I don't know what's going on. All right, let's see. The UK will spend $1 billion on a moonshot agency to fund cutting-edge tech and compete with the US and China. The Trump administration implored Silicon Valley tech giants to aid its fight against coronavirus. The federal government asked for assistance from companies including Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple, Microsoft, IBM, and Twitter, and political reports. What in the world are they going to do? Make an algorithm to tell you how many people got it, but they can't create a cure. What are you talking about? That's not even their space. That doesn't feel right to me at all. It doesn't sound right at all. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, alarms. Bum, 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 bum. Wasn't there some talk about being able to create something to map all the coronavirus people? Wasn't that breaking news out in China about a week or so ago? Remember that? An app. So it tells you where the last case of known and how many feet you are away from it and all that other stuff, so you could avoid zones where the corona. Yeah. So it sounds like they're about to create an app like that, folks. Wow. Wow. They already have everybody's information, remember? Because everybody shares their life on Facebook. So they already got your pictures, everything. They got everything about you, and they can put this into an app. Oh, man. Oh, all right. There is our opening bell. Oh, snizzap. The Dow was down 1,700 points when it came off circuit breaker. This is incredible. Good grief. Somebody stop the fight. Stop the fight. Get him out of there. Stop it. Help. Help. Man, they just letting this dude get bloody. He's getting pummeled. They're not throwing in the towel. You're killing him. Stop it. You're killing him. You're killing him. Like I care. We getting broke off this morning. Look at the DXD opening up $4.44. Run, Joe. Run, Joe. Police by neck the door. Run, Joe. Run, Joe. I love it when the market's running in my favor. Y'all probably too young to know that song. That song is from the late, great Go-Go King himself. And that's a song called Run, Joe. Back in the 80s, that came out around 87. Yeah, that's Chuck Brown right there. Oh, I just heard the magical music of a stopping out on that TBT. Like I told you, I knew that was coming. Yeah, we opened at 1629, popped up to 1680. So this one is showing itself to be a interesting market. The TLT is now up $6. I'm sorry, 6 points. So it's really catching fire right now. I think I may have timed it a little early, so I'm probably going to get back in. I'll wait and see how the market settles today, and then I'll make my decision. I may need to flip it and get with the TLT, but the thing is, the TLT is pulled back a lot, $20, and I don't know if this is just a little pop, and then we top out again and then roll over. So I'm watching this one. I'm really watching this one. Swan is opening down 15 cents, hedged up 36 cents, and SJB up $1. Let me take a look at my alert mechanisms here. All right, you got time to put an order on for Swan if you haven't already. HDGE, that's a few, like 30 cents off the entry. SJB right now, you got time for that one too. All right, so I want to put that in there for you. All right, with that being said, man, I think that's it. I think that's it. Oh, wait, hold on, wait. We got some chest beating. All right, so my man Frank said he locked in over 80% profits on the Bitcoin short this morning. Insane. Yes, it is insane. And guess what? You could have did that too if you had the PulseWave price triggers. Whoa, CNBC talking about shutting the markets down for a week or two. Hold on, let me. What? Okay, Kathleen Lagarde is holding her news conference. You know, they decided to leave their rates alone. Whoa. You know, CNBC used to be the man back in the day, man. They were the man, homie, back in the day. You couldn't tell me nothing about CNBC. But then they just kind of like fell off, man. Seriously, they fell the heck off, man. I don't know what really happened to them, man. I just know they fell off. They fell all the way off. They started playing rap music. They started playing Jay-Z and other stuff. Seriously, I'm not kidding. But you know, back in the day, they were the man. I still like Art Cashin and Rick Santelli. I like those two cats. Art Cashin is a triple triple OG double. He's a real dude. So is Rick Santelli. I like both of them cats. Art Cashin is the head of floor trading at the NYC, New York Stock Exchange, and Rick Santelli is up there at the CME. He's up there in Chicago. All right. Or is it the Board of Trade? I think he's at the CME. I can't remember which one. Anyway. Okay, let's see. We got another thing here. We got a question. Dex opinion on ETH, Litecoin, and BTC. Time to buy. I covered that in last night's end of day report, and I gave a thorough look over. So if you missed that, you probably want to go and check last night's intraday report on that. Okay, let's see what else. They're nothing but government. Yeah, I have to say they do sound like they be shilling, don't they? You know. Let's see what else. Yeah, Art is the man. Art Cashin is the man. Yeah, he is. He's one of the few people that keeps it real. Believe it or not, though, I'm gonna put a bug in your ear. Believe it or not, you know who else is very entertaining, but they know what they're talking about too, which is funny, but they also a part of that establishment. And that's your boy, Jim Cramer. You know, Jim Cramer used to run a hedge fund back in the day. The man does know what he's talking about. He is not some dude in a suit just standing up there. But he is He is entertaining. He's one of the best stock analysts on the planet. As far as a trader, though, no, no, no. And he's never really held himself out there to be like, oh, I'm the world's greatest trader. He's not. He's an analyst. He's a darn good analyst. He knows what he's talking about with the companies. But you know, analyst doesn't always translate over to trader. Every trader, every great trader has to be a great analyst, but not every analyst is a great trader. Does that make sense? All right, let's see. All right, somebody has something else. CNB said the government may pay all payrolls for the time the country is shut down. Man, they just talking that nonsense, trying to make them. Oh, wow! We're almost down 2,000 points now in the Dow. Down 1,935 points. Somebody stop the fight. It's like, no, don't. Let it keep falling. Please let it keep falling. Come on, DXD. I want the DXD to be up like $15 today. That'll be slamming. Come on now. Come on now. You can do it. Come on now. Y'all like my singing? All right, so let's see, is there any more good information here? Hold on, let me see. Nope, nope. All the rest of the news sucks. Nothing to talk about, nothing to see here. Let me check one other place. Uh-oh, 2 Bronx schools closed after student test positive for COVID-19. All right, so that's a head up for you guys living in the Bronx under the sound of my voice. If you have not heard, all right, there is a student that tested. There are students that tested positive at 2 Bronx schools, 2 schools in the Bronx, New York, in the BX. If you live in the BX, all right, you got a coronavirus situation. 2 schools closed down. All right. Looks like we just hit a circuit breaker on the S&P 500. So the markets are shut down again, halted for 15 minutes. We hit the first 5% trigger. Now we're at that 7% trigger. The next trigger, peoples, the next trigger is 20% down. Can the market do it? Do it, do it, do it, do it. Come on with me, come on, sing with me. Do it, do it. Let the market close down. Let it hit that 20%. This is what I'm going to do. As soon as I see it hit like 18, 19%, bam, I'm taking profit and getting the heck out of the market. And I suggest if you're short to do the same darn thing, because if we hit 20% and the market's closed for the rest of the day, it could reopen. If it reopens, if they let it open tomorrow or even a week from now, or 2 weeks, when it reopens, I guarantee you that they will have this market open up 3, 4, 5,000 points. I'm not kidding. Don't get your head chopped off, folks. You can't be greedy in this environment. Take what the market gives you and then head for the exit. All right? I'm spitting some game to you right now. All right? I'm spitting game to you. Don't get your head chopped off. Don't get your face ripped off like we used to say back in the day. Don't get your face ripped off all the way back to the white meat. All right? Don't do it. Don't do it. Okay? All right, here's the next thing here. Are you concerned that we may not be able to get our money out of the market? Not at all. If you're using a Robinhood app, then more than likely, probably not. If you're trading with TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, Interactive Brokers, then you good to go. All right. If you're using a vanilla brokerage, all right, then you shouldn't have no problems getting your money out of the market or any of that jazz. Remember what I always said, folks. I don't care what's happened. I don't care if it's nuclear holocaust. I don't care if an asteroid falls and takes out a major city. I don't care if the COVID-19 transforms into the bubonic plague. You name it. I don't care if the U.S. dollar crashes and goes to zero and wherever happens. I don't care what it is, whatever happens. Whatever happens. It's always better to have cash, to have gold, to have silver, to have water, to have toiletries, to have food, all right? Medicine. If you have all those things, it doesn't matter what happens. Even during the Weimar Republic, and it cost, it took $1 billion to buy a sandwich. If you're hungry, don't you wish you would have had that $1 billion? I don't care if the money is worthless. If that's what it takes, if the dude standing at the meat counter, at the deli counter, is about to hand you a sandwich, but he says, first you got to hand me a $1 billion bill that we just printed out. If you don't have that $1 billion bill, you're not eating. So I'd rather have that $1 billion bill than not have that $1 billion bill. Because at the end of the day, it's all about survival. All right. So that's all I got to say on that one. All right. Let's see what else we got here. All right, it says, if folks will be able to liquidate and cash out their trading account without any difficulties, I will eat my shorts. You better put some hot sauce on that, my man. This has happened before, just so you know. Every crisis that we've had before, the 1987 crash, the the NASDAQ bubble of 2000, the financial crisis of 2008, the May 6, 2010 flash crash, you fill in the blank. Every incident that we have had, people have always been able to get their money out of their brokerage account, with few exceptions. All right, if you want to talk about what happened with PFG, if you want to talk about what happened with Man Financial, that's a different story. That was not an existential crisis. That was inside corruption and theft. That's something totally different. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about global pandemics and financial crises. We're not talking about some dude, with a gun sticking up the place and running away with your money. That's something totally different. That's a crime. We're not talking about crime. We're talking about financial and economic difficulties. Okay. Under that scenario, people always got their money. Even when they closed Wall Street back during 9/11, when they reopened it a week later, people got their money. Okay. So no, as a matter of fact, they made everybody whole too. They busted every trade on 9/11. They busted, let me repeat that. They busted every trade on 9/11. Everything from forex to commodity futures, to equities, to options on commodity futures, options on stock, you name it. They busted every trade on 9/11. Every trade. Every trade. All right. So this is no different. They will do what they have to do. It's like I told you, the world's not going, it's not ending, folks. All right. They will do what they have to do to maintain, being a superpower and being a sovereign nation. The world superpowers for now aren't going anywhere. They're going to maintain their sovereignty and do their thing. So you don't need to worry about that. All right. Now, the only thing that we do need to pay attention to right here and the now, in the here and the now, all right, the here and the now, is make sure that we are doing what we got to do, watching these, watch what happens, when the market comes off this halt. All right. Okay, the Stocks Europe 600 extends its drop. It's now down 10%. It's the biggest drop ever. 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 Bitcoin futures down 2,100 bucks. Woo-wee. DEX, Bitcoin down 25%, gold down 2%. Is gold going to eventually pop up or keep going down? Eventually, yeah, nothing just goes down forever and nothing goes up forever either. All right. You're not just going to move in a straight line. We're in, weird times right now. Okay. And that's what you're seeing. We're in weird times. We have never been here before. So that's what you're saying. We haven't been here before, but we have been through difficult times before. Coming into today, technically speaking, gold really doesn't have any alerts on it. So I think it's just being sold. Someone made the argument the other day that the reason why you see the precious metals getting hit like this is because people are being forced on margin call and they have to liquidate positions. And some people have gold positions and they have to liquidate. So that's a theory. That's a workable theory. I mean, obviously, if you're holding a large gold position and you're on a margin call and you got to liquidate to meet that margin call, then you got to liquidate to meet that margin call. It's what it is. You know what I'm saying? All right. Wow. What can you say, folks? This is happening. This is happening. All right. You said the market would spew out all that stimulus. Look, man, like I told you, right now, people are scared, man. They're starting. This is what panic looks like. This looks like 9/11. This looks like 9/11. All right. TMX says level 1 market wide circuit breakers triggered. All right. And they got your girl talking right now. So they're listening to her. I don't know, man. I mean, these are weird times right now. I just don't know. I just don't know what to say. This is unfamiliar territory. I was gonna cut the live, but I can't cut in the wake of all this that's going on. That wouldn't be right now, would it? We gotta see what's gonna go on here. We gotta see what happens when it comes off circuit breaker. Mark my words, like I said. If this thing starts to go the other way, I'm out. I'm out. I'm out, yeah. Goodbye. Peace. Assalamu alaikum. I'm out. All right. So I just want to let y'all know that. If I don't like what I see, I'm out of here. If it don't feel right, I'm taking my ball and I'm going home. You're not my friend anymore. I'm on that kind of time. All right. So this is what we watch, and we're gonna watch and we're gonna see what happens. All right, my man Nathan says, hold on, let me get you up in here. He says the Dow Jones has broken its weekly 200-day moving average. The last time it done this was in 2016. Well, I told you, man, we in unfamiliar territory. I was in the 1987 crash and could not sell my stock. I called broker and told them to sell. Told me they would need to mail me prospectus first. Total BS, but at their mercy. Okay, now that's a good point. Okay, let me explain for those of you who don't know about that. Let me school you younger folks of that, because this is a good point and it does need to be explained. All right, so first of all, the 1987 crash was before the internet. It was before online trading. It was back in the days of $100 and $200 commissions per round turn on stock trades and futures trades, for that matter. You had to pick up a telephone and call a broker. And then that broker would have to take your order, stamp the ticket, and call it down to the trading desk. Or yell it out in the bullpen, and it was someone else's job to actually get on the phone and put your orders in for you. All right, so that was that back in the day. All right, you had to get on the phone. In addition to that, you were at the broker's mercy because there was nothing you could do about it. All right, you could try to crawl, so I want to speak to your supervisor, but let's be honest. If you were located out of state, you were at their mercy. But if you were located in town, then most people would just walk into the brokerage and, moan and shout and cuss, and they would get their way. So yeah, it was a different time. Now, the 87 situation, I need to explain this to those who do not know. The 1987 situation was a big deal, bigger than what you know. When you hear people talk about the 87 or it's mentioned in passing, they're talking about, oh yeah, that was the Dow was down 500 points. That was a significant percentage and blah, 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 which was true. All right. It was market decimation. I'll give you that. But what you don't know is what was happening behind the scenes. We were facing a default, a insolvency issue, American insolvency. If those trade tickets did not line up at the end of the day, there would have been pandemonium and chaos and bankruptcy the next day. I'm not kidding. All right. I don't know if you guys are old enough to remember, but back before we had the electronic trading and all that, there were like hundreds and thousands of people on the trading floor, thousands of dudes on the trading floor. And when you had your trade tickets, you would see the floor littered with paper. And it looked like trash, but it's not. It's live tickets. And you best not touch those live tickets. All right. That's money on the floor. At the end of the day, the guy would come in and get all that, and then they would bounce all the tickets out and blah, blah, blah. All that's changed now. Everything's electronic now. So that's how it was back then, man. And now it's different. So the reason why they were, kind of pussyfooting around and, delaying getting monies out and stuff, because they had to balance. Balancing didn't happen until late at the end of the day after the trading session. Like they would go until late in the evening if they had to balance out every day. Everything had to balance by the end of the day. So I think they were just being safe rather than sorry when they did that and delayed you when you couldn't get your money out that day. Plus, technically speaking, the rules really haven't changed all that much, but I think it takes up to 72 business hours for stock trades to clear out. They got like 3 days to clear out. Like if you were to call your broker today and say, I need my money or whatever, it takes like 3 days for them to cancel out any equity trades you did, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's what that was. Today is a different day. They don't have those excuses today. And you can go into your trading account and go to your account functions and do a ACH transfer like right now. Whoa, we are worse for wear. We're now down 2,119 points in the Dow and crashing, and the DXD is rumbling, rumble, young man, rumble. 2,053 points and dropping. We are running. The DXD is up $5.55. Oh, the Dow is now down 2,162 points. What is going on? What? Oh no! Now down 2169, 2190 and falling. We're about 2217. Somebody do something. 2220, 2263. 2316. We're about to hit the 20% circuit breaker. This is incredible. This is incredible. All right, I got my hand on my mouse. I got my hand on my mouse. I'm not kidding you. I got my hand on my mouse. I got my hand on my mouse. I'm telling you right now, if we hit that 18, 19%, I'm out of here. We're down 9% now. I'm telling you, I'm out. I'm out. Straight up. All right, let me take a look at this real quick. Straight up. No, I'm not I'm not popping my way out of this. I'm getting out and heading for the exit with my money. I'm not even playing games, folks. I'm keeping it 100 with you. All right, let me look at the chart real quick. All right, you're about to witness live a whole new methodology of pimping the markets. You ready? Let me show y'all how we do. Back in the day, how we do. Hold on. This is something totally different. This is something totally different. Children, kids, do not try this at home. Do not try this at home. I recommend you do not try this at home. All right? This is something that's different. You don't know nothing about this. Don't even try it. Don't even do that to yourself. All right? Let me pull this up. All right? Don't do it. Don't even think about it. This is something that you have to know what you're doing if you're going to do it. You don't play around when the markets are moving like this. They're moving real fast. All right, they're moving real fast. Do not play around when the markets are moving like this. And yes, you need real-time quotes. You cannot do this without real-time quotes. Don't even try it. Don't even think it. Don't say it, don't think it. All right, so here's the hourly bar right here. We got 34.52 on the bottom, 35.19 on the top, and we're at 34.96 now. This is a gap. At some point, the market's going to fill that gap. All right, we're kind of stuck at 34 now. Hold on, let me go over here. Yeah, I am not scared to take profit and get out. You got to remember too, folks, you're going to leave money on the table. You're never just going to get out like clean. All right, this is a good example. Are you guys looking at my charts? You see my chart? All right, peep this, folks. Peep this. When your charts are frozen like this and they can't catch up, that's because the market is moving so fast. Only thing you can go by here is your real is the live feed into the quotes. All right, that's all you can go by. This right here is like frozen. The charts are like I can't take no more. What more do you want from me? I can't do anything for you. This is what it's called a fast market. We ran up to 36.70. Now we pulled back to 35.79. I can't even show you what I want to show you in the chart because the charts aren't working. The chart is saying, I'm sorry, me no speak of the English, and this is what it is. All right, so I got to use now. I'm going to have to use this. All right, so looking at the bid-ask spread right now, we got 35.46 and 35.52. So the spread is not that bad. Between 46 and 51. I'm watching it. Now, I have to determine how much profit am I prepared to leave on the table. Have we seen the highs for the day now? I mean, have we seen the lows for the day? I don't know. So here's what I'm going to do. This right here is stuck at 34.96, right? We're getting low. We're at 35.28 now, right? So we may come down to here and then fall some more. I think we've probably seen the lows of the session now. So let's see here. I'm ready to go ahead and just say, forget it and give me my money. Yep, I'm right there. I'm right there. I want to say, give me my money. Let's see here. Yeah, they're going to chop the heads off of the shorts, folks. I'm just letting you know that right now. Seriously, they're going to, I know the head chop is coming. It's coming. It's coming. And I'm watching this. We're at 35.19 now. We opened at 35.10, fell to 34.52. All right. I would have loved to have gotten out at the 36.70 before that last circuit breaker. All right. But see, that's the downside when you're talking and you're doing a live feed video and you're trying to explain things. You're not really focusing on the market. You know what I'm saying? So I wish I was. If I wasn't doing the live feed, I probably would have got out right doing this before they hit that circuit break. I would have got out because I'm greedy when it comes to taking my profits. In other words, what that means is when I see a lot of money on the table, I see a big move like that, I like to get the heck out of the market. That's just me. That's how I do it. You guys can pop and do what you do. Pop is a great method, but all right. So now we're at 34.91. Now we're back to here. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Hold on. Where we at? I don't like it. I don't like it. See, it's just falling now. It's correcting itself. I don't like it. See, I don't like that. I would have liked to have gotten out at around 35, but it didn't give it to me. Let me see if I can get it to come up and bite me at 35. Let's see. Let me see if I can get it to bite me at 35. Let's see. If I can get like one more quick pop. Let's see. Never mind. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold up. Wait a minute. All right. Let's see here. Oh, we did come back to 35. Okay. Okay. All right. I'm not gonna panic. Let me just look. I ain't gonna panic then. We got 35, 31 now. Okay. Look at the volume though. 301,259. I'm sure it's a lot more than that. I'm sure it's a lot more than that. The charts are struggling to catch up. All right. So right now, going back to the charts are still frozen, folks. It can't move. It ain't doing nothing. All right, hold on. Let me change some things around here. I think I figured out what's wrong. All right, this is the weekly chart. So here's the daily chart. This is the 4-hour chart. And this is our hourly chart. Here we go. All right. Now I can see what I need to see. All right, so it's showing a high of 35.18, but on my thing here it's saying 36.70. All right, so as you can see here, the low of this 1-hour chart, the low of this bar is, hold on. I hate when my stuff don't work right. I wasn't prepared to do this. That's why it's doing it. It's acting up. I usually have my stuff lined up by now. Okay, so the lower of this bar is 34.52. That will not do. You can't have that. All right, we're back up to 35.38. So this is a good time to put my stop in at 35, like I wanted to do. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's cancel replace this initial stop at 30, and we're going to put it at 35. All right. That should be good. That should do it. All right. So we successfully cancel replace the order to 30 to 30, lock in at 35. So now I'm locked in at 35. All right. Which means that I get to leave with the house's money. I'm going to take this out. All right. So I get to leave with the house's money. If I'm stopped out, I leave with the house's money. All right. It's just that simple. The only thing I got going on right now is this DXD. I didn't want to over leverage myself. So there we have it. All right. So I went ahead and put it in for 35 on the DXD. And I think that's what we're going to leave that at for now. And that is a monster gain. That is a very great trade based off of the PulseWave price triggers. I took it directly from the report. All right. Someone's asking, is this it? Could this be the big one? Yeah. Yeah, it could be. It really could. I'm not privy to all that. I'm not going to sit here in front like I got some kind of inside information because I don't. I don't know. I don't have nobody feed me intel. I did at one point back in the day, but I don't. I don't have that now. Let's see. Yeah, the market will slingshot up when it realizes it's governments that are in trouble. Yeah, you're right. Remember, the market likes to hurt the most people it can. It wants to hurt as many people as possible. All right. That's why you can't be greedy. You can only be greedy for your profits. And let me explain what that means. Being greedy for your profits means that when you see a nice monster gain in a day and you just put the trade on, you need to go ahead and tighten that stop up and get the heck out of the market. That's what that means. All right, let's see here. What else we got? Yes, that is going to happen eventually. Today could be that day. I don't know. That's why I'm not taking any chances. You get to see me tighten my stop up here. Let's see here. Yep, we're going to do it live. We're doing it live. Let's see here. Do I think we'll hit 30K on the Dow this year? I mean, we technically just about did. But yeah, it's still possible. It just depends, how this thing is going to play out. There's so many unknowns. Oh, yeah, I like this one. Run, Forrest, run. Yep, here we go. We're running again. Once this thing gets back up to the 3670, which is the high of the day on the DXD, I'm out. I'm pulling the plug. I'll let you know right now. I'm out. I'm out. I'm not even gonna play with it. Yes, this is very epic day. It is mad epic. Yeah, you should download this and share it with your grandchildren. Absolutely. Every time I make a video, folks, you guys need to share it with people, man. You know? The Joe Rogan of calling the markets. That's funny. I like that. Yeah, I'm scrolling back up in the timeline. I know I missed a lot of stuff when I was over here running my mouth. Let me see this. I doubt anybody will sell their bullion at the spot price now. Remember, majority shipments are now grounded. Yeah, that I wouldn't. You know what? This is a good. I'm glad you bring that up, Zora. That's a good point. That's why I push so often and so much. I push, man. I push. I push. I push for people getting into the paper markets. That is the only way to hedge your physicals, man. Because if you ever need the cash, you don't want to have to sell your physicals. You want to keep your physicals, man, until it's straight up Mad Max outside, where you can't even walk outside. That's when you want to have your bullion, like for real, straight up. So it's better to operate in the paper market. That way you can hedge yourself. So let's say you need cash. Well, you can go in, you can trade the gold futures, you can trade the gold ETF, you can trade gold spot on if you have a forex brokerage account and you don't live in the States. You see what I'm saying? You have options that did not exist, before back in the day. So don't just set on your physical, be liquid. And that's how and the only way to get liquid is to get in the paper market, man. So when gold is crashing in price, you can short it, man, straight up. Dex is so old he was trading a rock shell pair. I like that. I like that. That's dope. Let me see. Do you still think the upside after this will be crazy? No, I don't think the upside after this will be crazy. I don't think that anymore. I think the upside after this is going to be insane. The Dow could gain it all back in a day. We don't know. I'm serious. I'm so serious. I'm so sincere. I'm so sincere. Um. All right. Question. Dex, is 12K still a target? Yup. Yup. Absolutely. Yup. At this stage, all things being equal, yup. Yeah, all right, that's a good question. The question is, do they ever shut down the forex? Okay, let me explain how how globalism works with these markets. Okay, with the markets. So what happens is, if there is a catastrophe like we are seeing right now, and like we saw on 9/11, yeah, 9/11 was a coordinated effort. All right, the markets shut down. Everybody was in agreement. The markets shut down. Forex was shut down. Commodity futures was shut down. Equities was shut down. Options was shut down. There was no crypto back then, but if it was, I'm sure that probably would have stopped too. Because anything that's it's a coordinated effort. Nobody wants to get their head chopped off. No one wants to go into receivership. You know what I'm saying? So when they see a panic, something happening, everybody gets in on that, But that's a darn good question. Yeah, so if the equity market's closed, yeah, the forex is going to close too. Seriously. And one of the reasons for that too, I mean, if you think about it, it does make sense. They're forex equities, right? Yeah, there's like FXE, FX was it FXY? I think it's the yen. FXE, I think it's the euro. FXB for the pound. I mean, there's an ETF for just about all major forex pairs. So, yeah, that's how that would go. It's happened before. Yep. All right. So, yeah, man, we're about to hit that 20,000. I did tell you that was coming. I told you that days ago. I said 20,000 was the first initial target, and then after that, you're looking at the 10 to 12,000. That 10 to 12,000 range on the Dow is the psychological floor. If we break that floor, that means you've given up all the gains of the past decade plus. You go back to 2000 at that point. You go back to between 2000, 2003, 2005, 6. You know what I'm saying? You yeah, you give up a decade plus of gains. I'm not even kidding. You give up a decade plus of gains, right? When you do that. But in the big macro super mega cycle of the charts, we still have a ways to go before you say, "Oh man, this thing is ugly." So we still got a ways to go to the downside before it's like, okay, we done broke grand super cycle. This thing is toast. We're not really there yet. We're not at toast. We're bad. We're catastrophic. Don't make no pretend about that. But we're not like, oh, this is game over. We're not game over right now. We're just really, 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 really bad. All right. Let's see. Oh, my back in this chair. All right. This is interesting. Let me see. I haven't been looking at my other feeds, so pardon me while I look at my feed. Man, she's still talking. Are they in love with Kathleen Lagarde? Man, goodness. Why is she still talking? ECB to help smooth provision of credit. Yeah, but you didn't touch them rates. Oh, that's right, because you're already at zero. The ECB has been at zero for like forever. All right, let me see what else we got going on here. Let's make sure I didn't miss anything important. My man Jim Cramer is calling for government to suspend taxes and to print their way out of this. Well, technically speaking, I don't want to say anything. I don't want to get in trouble. I'll just say, yeah. All right, I second that. Oh no, look at this. My DXD is getting volatile. We were at like 35.60. Now we're at 35.08. This looks like it's about to stop me out. Oh well. Go ahead. I can take it. Stop me out. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. Okay, the bank. Well, huh? Bank of America says the Treasury market is no longer functioning normally. You just now came to that conclusion? Have I not been saying that for like the past, I don't know, 10 years since the Fed has taken over the bond market and they're the sole buyer of bonds opposite China? Really? They're just now coming to this? That's why I never liked Bank of America. All right, so gold is now down $61 and silver's down almost $1. It's down 90 cents. The US dollar just got mad strong and is up over 100. It's up a full basis point. Whoa, whoa, whoa. How ugly things are looking. So DGLD is showing off this morning. Crude oil is now down $2. So Doug is showing off. DUG is really showing off right now. Let's see what else. Wait a minute. I need to look at something. So pardon moi while I take a look-see at a couple of things. Let's see. Oh my goodness, I forgot about the special broadcast. Oh, I'm gonna have to end this. That's right, we got a special broadcast coming up. Oh man. That's right. Hey, thanks for the reminder, man. All right, I'll be ending this real quick then because we got some things to do. I forgot about that. All right. Yep. Thunderbird says before the QE started, the market was sideways for 20 years. Yep. Yep. Bill Gates getting spanked today. Yeah. Yeah, a lot of people getting punished. What instruments are best to capture up moves when volatility is high like this? Options have extremely high premiums. Okay, so That's a good question, but it's a tough one to answer because when the market bounces, you almost have to kind of wait to see how it's going to measure out. What happens intraday is irrelevant. It's all about the close. How will the market close? Then that way you can take a look at what has happened at different price points and throughout the day. And yeah. So for me, I need to wait to the end of the day. Just saying an intraday thing doesn't mean a lot to me. I need to see how we close. And then that sets me up for the extended hours and going into the next day. So that's, yeah. And we talk about, capturing a bounce, you're looking back to like, your SPY, your DIA, your QQQ, you know. Some people like the volatility things like TVIX when the market's falling, or I think VXX captures when the market is up, I believe. Let me double check. Just give me a second. I'm going to look into it for you. Just hold on. Give me 1 second. But I do believe it's VXX for when you're bullish. And then VXY. Nope, they took that away. Okay. Oh, I think it's VZZ. I think. They must have took it away. Okay, because I'm not getting anything. Okay. Yeah, VXX for when the market is down also. But there's UVXY and SVXY. That's what it is. So SVXY will be a good one when the market bounces. All right, let's see what else we got. Nope, I've talked about bank runs. That's not happening. All right, I just got stopped out. The market came down and hit me at 35 even, so I'm out. I made my coin. I'm out. Do I think there's going to be a bank run? Nope. The government won't allow it. Just like I explained in my most recent vids. Nope, not at all. No bank run. They won't allow it. They'll blow your head off with those assault rifles that they have with the guard standing in front of the closed bank. I'm not even kidding with you on that. All right, so let's see. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Looks like things are settling down a little bit now. The market stopped me out and then bounced back up a few ticks. I think that's going to be it for the day. I think the ranges have been established now. We're almost at 10:30, so I think that's pretty much it. Yep, that's it. Now I got to get ready for our 11 o'clock special thing that we're doing. So with that being said, folks, I'll see you guys back here for the end of day report. The rest of you, if you want to get down with us for the 11 o'clock special thing that we're going to do, go ahead and go to PulseWaveTrading.com. You can register for the webinars there. And I also think on our channel here, I think there is a upcoming event posted. I think. I'm not sure. If not, then yeah, I think you should see it. With that being said, hey, PulseWaveTrading.com, get yourself a 6-pack. Share the video with someone. You never know who it may encourage or help. And go ahead and sign up if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button. Hit the little bell icon so you can be kept notified of what's going on. And do yourself a favor, man. Come break bread with us. All right, we make money over here. This is what we do. This is what we do. All right, you saw me today. You saw me take profit in DXD. You saw how we get down. All right, that was a nice one right there. So, that's what we do. So anyway, I will see the rest of you guys in the trading room, and the rest of you, I'll see at the special that we got coming up. And remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Peace.